Three, two, one, and go.
Lupa has a fat.
I'm censoring that.
Demonetized.
I don't have 1,000 subs, so I'm not monetized yet. So you guys can store all you want, but I'll probably get a
You and your bloody soundboard.
Nope.
Anyway,
How big is Loop's sandboard? Jesus.
okay, I'm gonna
Probably
say
is more
this.
bigger than my IQ.
Different sounds compared to your IQ. That's gonna be pretty big.
Look after my kids again. What?
I just saw the
It's-
title.
Alright, okay, let's read this. I do the first part, Job does the second, Josh does third. I
No,
do the
wait,
last.
yeah, you do first. That's a long ass fucking paragraph.
Alright. Look after my kids again. Back when I was a teenager, my aunt would ask me to babysit her kid. It didn't happen often, so I really didn't mind as long as she bought me pizza and her children were well behaved.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's frozen on my screen, it's just me.
Okay, like I was saying before, since I really interrupted. So I didn't really mind as long as she bought me pizza and her children were well behaved. Anyway, she was divorcee.
Divorcee.
And I got. And after a
Divorcee.
couple of years, she remarried. His 2 kids were all right as well, and didn't mind babysitting them for when they asked me to. About 3 months after their wedding. I kind of agree. All right, door. Next one.
Wait, where are we?
This is
We're
when
at the point where we're dying. That's where we are.
Wait, where?
practically, yeah. Continue.
Where?
Oh, this is when it starts going downhill.
Oh, this is when it starts going down here. Firstly, no pizza. Second, they came home 3 hours later. Then they said they would, and didn't give me a lift home. I'm 16 at this point, and a very big guy. Ooh, very big.
I'm very.
So no worries walking home. But it was like 2 in the morning. Yeah, just how I slept last night. 2 in the morning. Right, Lupa. Alright, no response, thank you. Then they started to take advantage almost every week. They wanted to look after me to look after their kids for no pay. And would get extremely pissy. Pissy about it if I refuse. After having a go at my mother, who would cry, I hated them. Fine. So they called me to look after their kids so they could go do their regular. We'll be home by 10, but we mean 1. Me. Colon. Quotation marks. Okie dokie. Full stop.
I rocked up.
Full stop. Sure enough, comma, no food aside from the kids' dinner, full stop. I raided their fridge, full stop. Then, comma, at about midnight, I woke the kids up, took them into the lounge and put a video. They were a little confused, but excited to be up at that time. I then gave them each a can of Red Bull and a packet of lollies. About 20 minutes later, the parents showed up, and I left. What the fuck? They never asked me to babysit them. Apparently, they shouted at my mother, and Dad told me off, but he couldn't stop laughing. So I wasn't. So I wasn't in too much trouble. 88 comments. Share, save, hide, report.
You given like 2 can of Red Bulls. How old were they?
I don't know.
No, about 8.
8? I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sort of. Yeah.
what? They were 8?
Yeah, they're like 8.
Fuck.
Next
But honestly,
story.
honestly, you feel like this when you finally get told not to go there ever again.
Alright, we have an anime one. Hopefully this is good.
Huh?
What?
Look at the bottom.
What? Wait, I'm looking at it. Wait, give me a second. What game is it? What game is it? What game is it?
What am I looking at? This is too hard for you. You're right about that, Dorp.
Lost the mirror.
You're right about too young.
Here, I know a game younger. Oh shit, crashed.
We just sad losing.
We're negative 12 years old. Alright, let's go read this read this stupid story and get on with my day. I'm from the future. Future. Yeah, too young. You guys
Future.
Shut up. Shut
That
up.
wasn't actually a soundboard.
Pretty sure it sounded like one. Alright. Stop talking in chat, please.
Okay.
My Minecraft is broke.
What am I looking at?
Missing textures.
Oh my god.
Is
actually
this
okay.
actually...
Yeah,
this
that's actually
good?
when missing textures are applied to Minecraft. I'm not kidding.
Oh god.
You want to join my Minecraft server?
Alright, here we go. Actually, I have a better idea. Do you know what that better idea is?
What's up?
I'm putting this in translate because I'm too lazy to talk.
Listen our post. Who readers.
Please shut up.
Im 15. Employee im
Please shut up. I've had enough of that shit.
Let's do this. Do this.
Ed, entitled Dad EC, entitled Child Me. Why do people even put this in a post? I just felt the need to address why people feel the need to put this in the introductions defining who
Sure.
everyone is. Also, I'm 15, SE, Starbucks employee, so I'm a huge fan of anime, and I recently got into Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh,
For
Jay!
many who are familiar with the anime but not the manga. The manga contains a fair amount of nudity, and this is why I got caught up in this mess with the Ed. So this happened a couple of hours ago. I had just picked up a couple of volumes of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, paid, and headed over to the Starbucks in Barnes & Nobles to get a croissant to eat while I waited for the rest of my family to find what they were looking for and pay. While I was in line, this little kid, EC, tugged at my sweater. She looked to be about 4 or 5 years old and saw the colorful covers of the manga I had just purchased under my arm. She asked if she could take a look at them, and I said no, as there is a lot of nudity in the manga. She looked disappointed and headed back over to where her dad, Ed, was sitting.
Is this what we're doing now?
I didn't think too much
Yes.
of it and got my croissant and sat down, opened one of the volumes and started reading. The Ed approaches me, and this exchange happens. Ed, hey. My daughter was interested in the book you're reading. Could you let her have a look? Me, I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable letting EC look at this. This is a manga and contains a lot of nudity. And I don't want a kid as young as EC exposed to this. Ed, come on, it's just a stupid comic. Let her look at it. Me, sir, I've already said no. I don't want EC exposed to nudity. Ed proceeds to ignore my warnings, snatch the other volume one half of the table, and flip through a few pages, which did not contain nudity. Ed then proceeds to triumphantly call Lacey over and hand her my manga, promptly calling me a liar as he looked at his precious angel, smiled.
Don't like.
However, that smile vanished when EC showed him something in the manga.
Is this what you do?
You guessed it. A nude anime girl to rule, of course. Ed proceeds to cuss me out,
Cuss me.
screaming that I had exposed his precious little EC to pornography, and that I was a sick and twisted soul. Luckily, one of the baristas noticed all the commotion and came over to see what was going on. SE, what seems to be the problem? Ed, this little bitch exposed my daughter to pornography. I want her kicked out immediately for sexual harassment. SE then turns to me. I purchased these 2 manga volumes over in Barnes & Nobles, and they do contain nudity. However, he took it from me without permission in order to show it to EC despite my multiple attempts. SE, sir, I'm going to have to ask you and your daughter to leave. Ed, why? I'm a paying customer. I deserve the right to stay here as long as I please. This girl should be arrested for sexual harassment. SE, you harassed a minor. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the establishment before I call
Should
the
be arrested
police.
for being an idiot.
With a huff, the Ed grabbed EC by the arm and dragged her out of the Starbucks, while EC was kicking and screaming, demanding for the cartoon book. Afterwards, I was given a free cake pop for my troubles. SE was very apologetic and I'm grateful for it. I eventually left as the rest of my family showed up. Didn't tell them about the encounter because they don't know the manga I read contains nudity. Hey.
So, what was your opinion on that one?
That was amazing.
We should stop doing this immediately, and I think we should do something else.
Well, I guess that should be the end of this video.